Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we are going to talk Kings of War, because Kings of War have released a brand new army, or rather redone an army in such a way, like this is the biggest sort of relaunch of an army they've done for this new sort of range of Kings of War's miniatures, and that is their Twilight Kin, which essentially is their Dark Elf army. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. Now, Twilight Kin have taken on their own very unique aesthetic in this. They definitely have, some harkens back to the days of when Kings of War maybe was a rank and flank game that was a bit more universal in rules, but Twilight Kin definitely feel like their own force now. There's definitely a lot of things in this force that really feel unique, and this has been one of the great things about Kings of War of lately. I've been really enjoying seeing all their factions, seeing their narrative, seeing everything sort of get built up on its own and become its own standalone universe. The world of Panathor, as you will, has really started to come alive with, anything, I think, post the Halfling and Riftforge Orcs release. I'm talking the Ogres, the other armies that have come out, so things like Empire of Dust. We've also seen the Night Stalkers and the Northern Alliance have updates as well in there. And so, what I want to do today, we're just going to go through and have a look at all the brand new Kings of War stuff for the Twilight Kin that has come out, because there are some amazing new minis to show off in what is a completely revamped range. And so, to start with, first of all, we do have, the standard sort of deals here with Kings of War. Now, these are all on pre-order currently. Twilight Kin Ambush Starter, Twilight Kin Army, the Mega Army, and a one-click Ultimate Bundle with pretty much all the new releases in there. Now, we do have a two-player starter set as well that we'll take a look at. Where are we? Open, link in new tab. And then you've got like a bunch of your other units in here. Some we've already seen that, come from other ranges we have, but this is going to be the new two-player starter set, something they continue to bring out. What I really like as well is they keep the old two-player boxes. This really gives you a great range of miniatures to get into for Kings of War. There's currently one that is Ratman vs. Goblin. They currently redid the Night Stalkers vs. Northern Alliance, and then of course you've got the Empire of Dust vs. Ogres, and the War in the Shire, which is Halflings and Riftforged Orcs. But this has a bunch of minis in here, a pretty decent price on it for two forces. You've got a new Twilight Kin force, you've got some of the Abyssal Dwarves, which are sort of like the evil Chaos Dwarves, if you will, if you're coming from Warhammer Fantasy. All really cool stuff. Now, Butchers and Ravagers we've seen before. These are a unit that has come about from the Night Stalkers range, the demons, so we're definitely getting, sort of this evil, chaosy elf look. I really dig these. I think these are pretty darn cool. I like that they go sort of this Cthulhu-esque horror theme with their Night Stalkers. They are real sort of horror theme. They're not sort of your more typical demon sort of look that you get with maybe Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer in general. Pulling up, the nice minis. And this, for those who aren't familiar with Kings of War, this is something really cool about Kings of War. They have unit bases, so you don't actually play with singular models in Kings of War, excluding characters and monsters, obviously. Units are actually put on these bases, and this means you can multi-base them and create some really unique sort of scenes and settings for your army. It gives a lot for the ability to theme your army, and currently working on a couple of our forces here with these. This is really, really cool. So moving on, we then have the first, I guess, of the new the new Twilight Kin, which is the Corsair Voidwalkers and Fleet Wardens. And so this is a dual kit between the two. You can see the Corsairs here, looking pretty darn cool. Elves, hooks, nets. I mean, this is right up my alley. As someone who, in Warhammer Fantasy, my favorite unit is the Dark Elf Corsairs from the Dark Elf range. So we've got, you know, a nice sort of look here. This just really cool. And like I said, you can see how they're sort of multi-based. This gives you a lot of options for how you want to put together the minis and all of that. I've seen some truly amazing things done with multi-basing. We then have the Impalers, which is a brand new unit, like a big monstrous infantry unit available to us. So pull these up in a nice big picture. These look really cool. Almost sort of remind me Spire-esque from Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings, but dig these big minis. These are going to be, you know, a nice big heavy infantry unit to bring to your force. We then have the Reapers and Tormentors. We've seen them before as well. The Void Lurker. So we're not going to take too much time, but then we have the Void Skiffs as well. So a new chariot unit for the force. These look really cool. And once again, like, even chariots can be taken in large units of these, which is cool. You can see it like the back ones here. They've built up the bases. And then you can see this rock here. Like, that could easily be the base for the Void Skiff, which is super cool. I really sort of dig these. These are nice. I love the little, like, skiffs sort of floating along the void magic. And then we go on to, like, having a bunch of the demon forces. So Void Wranglers. We've then got the Phantoms in there as well. You can see which ones are already existing in the range as well. And so you've got the, because you can see, like, there's no pre-order up here. So we've got the Void Weaver Void Touch Mutants. And the Void Wranglers here as well, which are two brand new units. But then you've also got your Phantoms. You've also got your Gore Drake and Butcher Flesh Ripper, which are sort of demon specific to this faction. So first of all, the Void Wranglers, these are sort of, I guess, demons that are sort of herded, which is really cool. And then you have the Mutants, which are like these corrupted Twilight Kin souls, sort of part demon, or part Night Stalker, part Twilight Kin. The Butcher Flesh Ripper is, I think, probably up there with my favourite minis in the range. I really dig it. And the Gore Drake's awesome as well. And so we'll check out the Butcher Flesh Ripper. I think this might be my favourite mini in the range. Really nice, big, solid beastie to take into your force. And the Gore Drake as well. Like, this dude is big sort of weird demon dragon thing. You got a nice sort of, for scale size of your base sort of warrior, which is awesome. And then we go into Mind Screech, Soul Flayers. We've got the Terror in there as well. Then we have two character packs as well coming in for them. Now, the first of these is Mikael, the Lord of Nightmares. There's a named character for them. He's a big dude, by the way, too. Look at the average size of something on his Night Stalker steed. Really cool mini. Like him. I like the cloak, like the sort of bat-like aesthetic that keeps, you know, sort of that tie-in with all the sort of look of, like, the fleshy sort of stretched look of the Void Stalker beasts they have. And then we have the other characters as well. So in this one, we've got the Void Captains here, which you can see. And then we've got Void Captains. We've got the Summoner Crones, the Thaumaturges. And a Soulbane is the Ultimate Horror as well, which is this big dude. So some really cool. So we've got like two different of the Summoner Crones, one on foot, one mounted. You've then also got your Void Captain, and then your Soulbane, which is a big monstrous infantry character. A really solid range for the starting faction. I'm really digging the Twilight Kin. I think these will be definitely one of the forces we look to get on the channel as we go deep into Kings of War. But if there's stuff you'd like to see for Kings of War on the channel, let us know your thoughts. We're aiming to, by hopefully the end of the year, have at least a Kings of War battle report out every week, if not every second week, depending if we look at other Mantic games as well. But if there's stuff you want to see, if there's things you want us to do on the channel with Kings of War, let us know down in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. You can use one of our affiliate links to Gap Games or Element Games if you're in Australia or the United Kingdom, or you can subscribe to our YouTube members or Patreon, or grab some merch from our merch stores on Teespring or Ko-fi. All the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons: Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimscold, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowell and Soren, and to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, the Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all once again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.